get you going
All right.
on the channel momentarily.
Am I on?
There you go.
All right, I'm on live on AOC.
Yep.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wrestle Down. I'm Mark Strahan, but Billy couldn't be here. Billy's under the weather. Hope you feel better, Billy. Right now, we're talking about WWE Raw. The beginning of the night, Brock gets some music hits. There's a big old promo by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman says he knows what Kurt Angle is doing and figured out the scam. He sees the front angle. It's going to be a fatal four-way match with, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe. But the Universal Champion, they're going to have a three-way match to see who's to be the triple threat match to see who off of Lesnar. If Lesnar loses the championship at SummerSlam, he will, be kicked out of WWE forever. And I think Billy was here. Billy will be really happy about this. And, Paul Heyman does a really good promo saying that. But later the match will be Roman Reigns take on Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman in a triple threat match to determine the number one contendership. Alright. The match. Going on. Alright. Now another match they have. They have Luke Gallows against the Club. Luke Gallows and Anderson. Have like a brawl in front of the Revival and stuff. Have a brawl. Well, the Hardy Boys get the pinfall. But the Revival team up for commentary, break the brawls between the two teams, make a comeback, throw Gallows and the Lights. They didn't knock Dash Wilder and Anderson off the stage. Jeff hits Scott Dawson with Twist of Fate and follows up with a regular Twist of Fate. Finally hit Promotion into Wilder and Anderson celebrate. Renee Young's backstage with the Miz Taraj. Miz has a, the Miz TV is on, and it's with Jason Jordan. Trying to get Jason Jordan over as General over. But the thing is, the Miz is having a rival against Dean Ambrose. Alright. Backstage it's with the Entourage. Miz is having a thing with Ambrose and Rollins. But it's kind of faded away. There's a 205 Live cruiserweight match against Akira Tozawa, Cedric Alexander, and Rich Swann. With Titus O'Neil, they're against everything, but they get the pinfall. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann, and Eric Swanson. Jason Jordan's on Miz TV, trying to get over Jason Jordan as Kurt Angle's Miz is a very good, heel for Farmer. Pretty much saying, Jason Jordan's gonna be a flop. He's not Kurt Angle's. He's that good as Kurt Angle. Jordan gets pretty hot and puts in a belly suplex like his dad used to do. I guess they have a Miz against maybe Jason Jordan maybe later on. Maybe pretty cool. Intercontinental Championship with Jason Jordan maybe at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins has a match against Cesaro. This is pretty good. Has against Seth Rollins against Cesaro has a match with Seth Rollins. You know, they they're having a feud. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose gets a Shield. Half the Shield's having a feud with the tag team champions Sheamus and Cesaro. Cesaro has a match with Rollins. Pretty good match. You know, it showed how good workers they are. Cesaro and Sheamus, pretty. You know, they get on Rollins without the referee seeing it. But Seth Rollins gets the pinfall. You know, but Sheamus and Cesaro try to ambush Seth Rollins. Ambrose comes out, makes the save. It's overhams Ambrose. Cesaro hits the crouch neutralizer. Sheamus and Cesaro pose to the ring, go to the lead, but Ambrose invites him to give him more. Cesaro attacks Ambrose, chokes him with his t-shirt. Then levels him with a bro kick. Chairman pose again and leave the ring. Maybe a match. You know, the two Shield members, former Shield members, Rollins and Ambrose against Sheamus and Cesaro at the Talk of the SummerSlam. They have a Bray Wyatt, you know, kind of a like speech and stuff. Goes a little bit dull. Bray Wyatt does this kind of speech, you know, people don't really understand. I kind of understood it. You know, he wanted to be, you know, maybe Universal Champion. Why he attacked Finn Balor last week's, you know, weren't here last week, but, you know, Bray Wyatt did the Sister Abigail on Finn Balor. Finn Balor came out and put his, did like his, baseball slides to Bray Wyatt against the barricade, and Wyatt escapes to the crowd. And before that, Wyatt pretty much smiles, takes a bow, said he likes his Finn Balor's fighting Finn Balor. A lot of people think Bray Wyatt's presentation was dull, but I think he should have maybe put some effort into it. But I guess people have to watch it again to get into it. But there's going to be a match with Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. I hope to see maybe the Demon again. How you doing, Corey? I seen you, Corey.
What's up?
Can you lower your TV?
Hold on. Yeah, what's up?
Not much, man. I'm missing you.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself, trying to get it up to speed. Talking about Raw, and you're gonna be talking about SmackDown. Can you still put it lower?
Hold on. All
right, that's cool, Corey. What you thought about Raw, SmackDown, and 205 Live NXT?
Man, first off, I'm gonna tell you this, Mark.
What?
Asuka about to lose that belt.
I don't know. I think she's gonna be a champion for longer. That's what I think.
I think she's gonna go to the main roster.
I think they need her in NXT.
I think she's gonna lose it. She's gonna go to the main roster.
I don't know.
I think Amber Moon ready for her.
I don't know, man. I think NXT need Asuka maybe next year.
Oh, you see it next year?
Yeah, or later in the year.
Give her a chance.
I don't know, man. Asuka's the glue right now for NXT.
Oh yeah, she looking good though. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. In a couple of years, Amber Moon gonna be next.
Will Amber Moon be next? Yeah, Ember Moon did some shows when I was riding with Rodney and CJ or Professor P. She did a few shows in Texas with us, and I met her a few times, you know, but didn't really talk to her. But I think she's a good performer. Yeah, she's a very good performer.
You didn't talk to her?
I just shook her hand, tell her hello, you know. She was talking, you know, the other wrestlers, talking about her, you know, the match or what she's going to do for the night, you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You got some trivia for me?
Got some
How far
SummerSlam
you
trivia.
going?
Maybe some SummerSlam trivia.
What you got? What year you going back to?
The first SummerSlam. Who was the special guest referee for the main event? It was a tag team match. And this guy was a governor of a state. He also was the referee later in the SummerSlam. Yep. Ding ding.
My boy.
Yeah. Hey, what you think about your girl Paige? There's a warrant for her arrest. She's
Why is she about to get arrested?
Yeah, I think she got arrested.
What she did?
Just said she assaulted Alberto Del Rio.
You lie.
No, I'm not lying. That's what he said.
No bull.
No bull.
That's on YouTube.
It's on Wrestling News, YouTube, TMZ.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
What I gotta go to?
I think Paige and Del Rio fight because I think they had a fan that recorded like the fight on the phone and stuff, and they recorded for them like part of the case and stuff. I guess they're going to be in court with Paige and stuff.
What he was in?
I don't know, some place like California. I don't know.
Now you married to her, right?
They're engaged.
They engaged.
Yeah.
Oh man, she might as well call it off.
She needs to be with you, Corey. Get you to right.
You're damn right.
Yeah, she needs to not be in a toxic relationship.
Oh no. And I don't like that little dude, bruh.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk, there. But other news, you heard about if Brock Lesnar loses the Universal Championship, he'd be kicked out of WWE. What you think about that? You think he's gonna lose the championship?
I give him a little bit more time with it.
Yeah, but Paul Heyman always does a good.
Paul Heyman full of crap.
But that's a shtick, though.
What you mean?
He's supposed to make people hot and stuff. He's a bad guy manager, you know. He's supposed to make you mad at him.
Oh, you supposed to do that?
Yeah, you're supposed to do that.
Wow. I don't like him too much. I see Brock Lesnar keeping it. What you think?
What's that?
I see Brock Lesnar keeping it. What you think?
I think he might keep it. You know, Billy's not here, but Billy wish he would lose because Billy doesn't really like Brock Lesnar that much.
Not really.
Yeah. No, he pretty much despises Brock Lesnar.
You got the 2K18 yet?
It didn't come out yet. It's coming out in October. I saw the previews. It looks pretty tight.
It's coming.
When you get a PS4, Corey? We can play. We can play it together.
This year. Hopefully this year.
I got mine. You can get yours used, dude. It's It's really cheap. It's like I got mine for $200-something.
When you would get it at?
GameStop, or you go to Play and Trade.
Which one you got? The big one or the little one?
The big one.
I want the little one. I don't want the big one.
Yeah.
But I'm getting it for Christmas.
All right. Get you 2K18. I'm getting 2K18 when it comes out. I'm probably going to get it at midnight. I gotta then have another call. Let me do it. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Yes, Jesse White.
Hey, man, I have a question for you.
What's that?
Who's your favorite wrestler and why?
Favorite wrestler. Is it supposed to be one for right now, or like in the past?
Overall.
Overall, I like Owen Hart. He was probably the most talented out of the Harts. He did backflips, knew how to work, knew how to talk. He could have been like the next champion. He would have been the next champion. Probably after before Triple H.
Okay.
If he wouldn't have passed away. Who's your favorite champion of all?
John Cena.
John Cena. You can't see me.
Yep, you can't see me.
I like John Cena when he was more thugonomics. When he was more of the gangster white rapper. I liked him the most. But John Cena's a good champion, 14-time champion. I bet you can't name which title John Cena never won in WWE. Which championship he never won?
The heavyweight championship.
No.
I have no clue.
Intercontinental championship. He never been in Intercontinental championship. And it's weird, like the best workers win the championship, he never won. I don't know why he never, won. Where you from, Jesse? Lafayette?
Yeah, I'm from Lafayette, man.
Okay. I really do the show with Billy Boudreaux. He does like commentary for different wrestling indie shows and around Louisiana. I'm kind of, going back to doing the show by myself, kind of nervous. What you thought about Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and 205 Live?
I honestly didn't watch it, man.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No.
NXT's pretty good, and 205 Live's pretty good. But like right now, for like story-wise and wrestling, I think like NWA is really good. Ring of Honor is really good. The champions, Cody Rhodes. And the tag team is, it's the Young Bucks. Like Ring of Honor is really good, and New Japan's really good right now.
Yeah, man. I don't know much about new wrestling. I know a lot about like early 2000 wrestling whenever John Cena and Batista were running it all.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of Batista. I rather like Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle. I like when Rodney Mack was there. Who else was there? 2000s. Rey Mysterio. I liked Edge when he first started doing singles. I like Jeff Hart, the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, Edge, Christian, Chris Benoit. Those guys from the after the Attitude Ruthless Aggression. So the APA. Who else? Some of the ECW guys. Like Tommy Dreamer. Undertaker when he's still American Badass.
Yeah.
You have the network?
No, I don't.
You need to get it, dude. It's really pretty awesome. They have old shows from ECW, NWA, old Attitude Era. They have WWF in the 80s, the 70s. Some stuff in the 60s.
Yep.
Thanks for calling. But right now, like the champion is Jinder Mahal. You ever heard of him? 30-man band.
I have a question for you. My dad said his favorite wrestler was Junkyard Dog. I was wondering if you knew about him.
Yes, I used to do shows with Rodney Mack. Rodney was trained by Junkyard Dog.
Okay.
Yeah. And Junkyard Dog used to wrestle a lot over here in Lafayette. The old Hummin Center used to be called. They didn't have like the auditorium. It was
Mid-South Wrestlers.
Yeah, Mid-South, but it was called the Municipal Lafayette Auditorium. That's where they used to wrestle Mid-South. It was like Jake the Snake when he didn't have the snake. You know, the Midnight Express. You know, the Freebirds. Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes is still in WWE. He's a head agent over there.
Yeah.
Coco Beware, Terry Taylor, Ric Flair, Road Warriors.
What about Kabuki?
Kabuki, the great Kabuki. I think he's like one of the first ones like to spit, you know, green mist, or that was Great Muta. But
No, that was Kabuki. That was Kabuki.
Yeah. But they have on YouTube a bunch of matches on Mid-South, and the network has a bunch of Mid-South stuff too. Like Ted DiBiase was on there, Dr. Dusty Williams, Matt Bourne. You remember Doink the Clown?
Yep.
Paul Arndorff before he Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Wrestling too. Who else? Butch Reed. They had some good matches with Junkyard Dog. Who else in Mid-South?
Mr. Olympia was on there too.
Yeah, Mr. Olympia. Tony Atlas. Who else? There's really good. That's where Shawn Michaels started out, Mid-South. Yeah, Andre.
Andre the Giant was there too.
Dusty Rose was there for a little while. Rick Rude started there.
Who was the guy? I want to say he was Brazilian, maybe. He was a big giant guy. Something Silva. He fought in the MMA as well.
Oh, Giant Silva?
Yeah, Giant Silva.
Yeah, he wrestled with the Odysseys in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. But I didn't know he did that. I know Ken Shamrock, Dan Severn did that.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar was also an MMA fighter for a while.
Yeah, Batista tried. He did okay.
Yeah. CM Punk actually tried in the MMA as well at the UFC.
At UFC, yeah. It was kind of... That kid was pretty good. Who else did in wrestling did at UFC?
It's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference. But a lot of people think UFC is kind of... They say it's kind of like wrestling. I think some guys know who's going to win it. It's kind of like wrestling, you know. It's getting kind of more popular than wrestling right now. Daniel Cormier lost. He's from Lafayette.
Yep.
Yeah, poor guy.
They also had another guy from Lafayette, Dustin Poirier. He fights in the featherweight division with Conor McGregor.
Okay.
He's from Lafayette as well.
Yeah. But I'm waiting for the McGregor and Mayweather fight. Can't wait for that.
Oh,
and, that's the
fight of the century, huh?
Yeah, fight of the century. I don't know how it's gonna be. I think Mayweather's probably gonna beat him up because you know McGregor can't use his feet. McGregor can't use his feet. Yeah, and it's in a boxing ring too.
Yep, absolutely, man.
And it's
I think Mayweather has the advantage because it's in a boxing ring, but I really hope McGregor just goes out there and just smokes him.
Yeah, Mayweather smokes his mouth, but Mayweather can back it up though. Mayweather's pretty much like he's not Muhammad Ali, but he's almost there as our era Muhammad Ali. How the way he talks and he backs it up, and Mayweather makes pretty good money. And you know, people love him. You know, he can talk trash, but he makes good money, but he can back it up.
Yeah, that's what this fight is. So it's a money fight.
Yeah, and it's
to really show who's the better fighter. I think they're really going in there just to see who's gonna just to make the money.
Yeah, it's pretty much a money fight. But it's Did you know it's the first preseason game too of the Saints? I think it's
Wait, what was that?
It's the first preseason for the Saints.
I don't know when the first preseason game is for the Saints.
It's the night of the
Oh, it's the night of the.
Yeah, McGregor and the Mayweather.
Oh, well, the preseason game isn't gonna get much. Much easier.
Yeah, but what do you think about what y'all like in football? Who's your favorite team? The Saints.
Yeah, probably Saints is our favorite team.
Yeah, hope it's like the Patriots, the Steelers. Yeah, Drew Brees pretty much, you know, if they had an offense like when they won the Super Bowl, and did your dad ever told you about the Dome Patrol?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the Dome Patrol and like the Saints offense of '09. We would have had like 5 Super Bowl rings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, trophies. Well, it's nice talking to you, Jesse. I'm gotta go through all the wrestling shows. It's nice talking to you. Hope you get the network and stuff, and you can watch SummerSlam and watch some Ring of Honor, New Japan on YouTube. It's nice talking to you, man. Thank you for watching.
You have a good one, man.
You too. All right, we have a call. All right, let's see. Didn't go over. Elias Sampson's against Kalisto. Elias gets the win. It's like they putting Kalisto as a jobber. I'd rather see Kalisto in 205 Live. Like, I think he'd be awesome. Like, he'd be awesome babyface for Neville to be against. Like, I think it'd be Neville against Kalisto. Should be at SummerSlam or the next WrestleMania. The next match is Bayley against Nia Jax. Betty wins by a count out. Nia Jax hits the ring steps. And Renee's backstage. Big Cass against Big Show. Enzo Amore is in the corner of Big Show. It's a disqualification, but it gets by Big Cass. Enzo starts to beat up Big Cass. They have I think, have another match at SummerSlam. There's like news backstage, like Enzo Amore has heat, I guess, running his mouth. Like on the tour bus, he was running his mouth, and they got words with somebody, and he's having. I don't know the reason why they broke him up and stuff. Enzo has a big Enzo Amore always he has a big mouth. I think that's probably why they're doing his push. Okay, it's in the main event's triple threat match determined who's the winning contenders. Samoa Joe against Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wins the match, and it's Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar, another WrestleMania. I don't know, it might be a good match or not. If the guys, Roman Reigns is kind of a tweener now. I hope it's not like our other WrestleMania from WrestleMania 31. I hope it's like a better one, I guess. Maybe it's no DQ or, but he still have like a few weeks till, SummerSlam, Summer Spectacular, Okay, yeah, we talk about 205 Live. It's, talk about SmackDown. They're still having little statements of, of the Fandango. They can't find Fandango, and Fashion Peaks is like a full thing with the Twin Peaks. But now Tyler Breeze is on, walks in the room all red in the Ascension. Connor pours maple syrup on a piece of wood. Breeze wakes up, it's all a dream. He's trying to see who can that, Fandango. The Usos mock Biggie, open the line on them. They walk out laughing, ask if they're expected to fit down on the tricycle. To the guy men would talk about popsicles. Jimmy says New Day isn't there because of them. Jay says they had to take the titles. New Day's catchphrase. They started up and Usos rock. Chet as they laugh to back. Another match. It's Sami Zayn against 8 in English. It's Sami Zayn's kind of becoming a jobber, you know. Since his Aunt English gets the win, Mike and Maria Kanellis walk out and talk about being in love and how they love that Sami Zayn lost tonight. And Sami Zayn's probably having a match against Michael Kanellis. You know, Mike Bennett. You know, he's an awesome heel. Nakamura, okay, WWE Women's Champion Naomi and Becky Lynch versus Natalia and Carmella. Naomi and Becky Lynch get the win. I don't know what it's going to be. I guess it's going to be Naomi against Natalia, you know, for the championship. It was Gable against Rusev. And Rusev puts the accolade on Gable. Gable taps out. It was a very good match. Gable made Rusev look good, really good. Rusev pretty much challenged anyone. And who do you want to challenge? Randy Orton came out, pretty much told off Rusev that he's not as big as he is, or tough as he is. And Randy Orton puts the KO out of nowhere. This is the title match for the number one contender. John Cena gets, let's say, Nakamura. Nakamura gets the win. This is really awesome. I really like to see Jinder Mahal against, you know, Nakamura. Japan against India. You know, two, guys that are different races. You know, maybe Nakamura could be the next champion. Japan has a big following in Japan too. It's also a lot of people in Japan. Jinder Mahal's not doing well as a champion. You know, we can see. I like to see Nakamura and Jinder Mahal having maybe, a feud. Maybe having a steel cage matches. Last man standing matches or submission matches would be a nice one. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens have a rematch. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens makes a mistake. The referee, Mike Chioda, made a mistake that Kevin Owens' the shoulders weren't down. But they have a segment with Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan, and they all, Kevin Owens is losing his mind, having anger management problems. And Daniel Bryan said, well, you have trouble with referees, how about we get Shane to be the referee? And Kevin Owens pretty much says, okay, but he's still aggravated. It's going to be AJ Styles against Kevin Owens for the United States Championship with Shane McMahon as special guest referee, Randy Orton against Rusev for SummerSlam, and Nakamura against Jinder Mahal. Alright, let's see. Sorry, I'm flipping to... having Ric Flair, this ESPN films Ric Flair 30 for 30 at Nature Boy performs November 7th, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. For our times, it'll be 9 p.m. Hope you can watch it. Maybe they can talk about his beginnings. It's really cool how his beginnings and his Okay, let's see. 205 Live. 205 Live. Tawaza, Arika Tawaza against the Vare, opportunity to challenge the WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville at SummerSlam. Tawaza will face Neville at SummerSlam. Jack Gallagher showed the Brian Kendrick that he's anything but a clown. But the Brian Kendrick defeated Jim and Jack Gallagher by disqualification. Tony Nese defeated Great Malik. And okay, I don't really want to talk about really good, really good shows for Ring of Honor. The Ring of Honor World Champion is Cody Rhodes. The Ring of Honor World Television Champion is Kasha, and the Ring of Honor World Kashida. And the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships is the Young Bucks, Mac Jackson, Nick Jackson. The Ring of Honor Six-Man Tag Team Championship is Dalton Castle and the Boys. EIWF World Champion is Rodney Mack. EIWF World Cruiserweight Champion is James Anthony. The EIWF Women's Champion is Stacey Shadows. The EIWF World Tag Team Championship is Georgia Heat. The current national level champions, EIWF America's Heavyweight Championship, Shannon Hayes. The EIWF Euro Heavyweight Championship is vacated. Will be crowned in upcoming months. ARDF International Championship, it's Slapshot. The ARDF United Kingdom Championship, it's the ARDF Georgia Heritage Championship is Joey Sartan. Okay, and the New Japan is Akira. The WGP International Champion, Intercontinental Champion, it's Tanahashi, and Kenny Omega is the United States, the New Japan United States Champion. The never overweight champion is Suzuki, who's a legend. The tag team champions of New Japan, it's War Machine, Hanson, and Raymond Rowe. And the junior heavyweight champion is Grisha, who else is the Ring of Honor television champion, and the New Japan Junior Heavyweight Champions, who also is the Ring of Honor champions, is Mac Jackson, and the Never Over 6 is the Los Nobros de Japan. There, he's the champion. Ring of Honor is pretty good. I think Cody Rhodes is doing a great job as Ring of Honor champion. He had an awesome match against Kenny Omega. Had an awesome match against a lot of people he was against. The New Japan from Nakawika, from July 27th, Jack Jibber Jr. and El Desperado defeated Noel Turo win by submission. Akabi and Tagaya defeated Naguchi and Kubuchi win by submission. Balak Fai, Tsuchiga and Owens, Chase Owens defeated Kota Kabushi, Ako, and Kitamura by pinfall. Naruichi and Bushi defeated Ishii against Guida by pinfall. Irugato and Hashi defeated Tanahashi and David Finlay Jr. by pinfall. The B block, Taga against Juice Robinson by pinfall. Sazia versus Toru Yano by countout. Evil defeated Never champion Suzuki by pinfall to go to hell. And Okudika defeated Kojima, the Rainmaker. Zack Sabre Jr. Another. The 29th is Zeta defeated Egan and David Finlay Jr. by submission. Evil and Amira Zbija defeated Kitamura and Korato by submission. Togo and Takahirishi defeated Never champion Suzuki and by pinfall. Shinkozi and Kenny Omega, Chase Owens defeated the Cozy defeated U.S. champion Chase Owens by pinfall. Champion Azuka and Yona Judah and Juice Robinson, Yuzuru and Oko by pinfall. Rikab Degaga by pinfall. Balak Fall defeated Ibushi by pinfall. Zana Fushi defeated Michael Egan, David Flynn Jr. Evil Kamura defeated Kamara by submission. Toga and Suzacha defeated Suzuki and Zara by pinfall. The Koze defeated Kimura Chase Owens in the match. Good luck fell another. Japan. That's all the champions. Let's see. I forgot. The AIWF North American Six-Man Tag Team Championship is the Inglorious Bastards. AIWF Tennessee Tag Team Champions, the New Age Demons. That's the regional, local level championships. And the NWA, it's the NWA champions Tim Storm, the junior heavyweight champions Mr. USA, the NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Hit Seekers, the World Women's Champion is Jazz, who's from Louisiana, from New Orleans, Louisiana, and the NWA North American Heavyweight Champions Mustang Mike, who is the other Louisiana native, and Cahegas is the NWA Natural Heavyweight Champion. Okay, let's see what else we can talk about. Well, Surface Plan looks pretty good. I think SmackDown's better card. I'd love to see Nakamura, against Jinder Mahal. It's gonna be Bayley against. I think Bayley against Alexa Bliss. Elias Sampson, I don't see him as a good. They really. Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar. A lot of people. Billy as one. Shout out to Billy. Billy really wants to see Roman. He don't really like Roman Reigns, but I think he really would love to see Roman Reigns win. It's gonna be Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar. We want. All right, let's see. Seth Rollins. I hope they have a match against Seth Rollins, half of the Shield. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose against Cesaro and Sheamus. I think this is a really, really good match, really awesome tag team match. Seth Rollins and Ambrose have been doing really good house show matches with Sheamus and Cesaro. I heard they've been pretty much bringing the house down. I hope it's like that for SummerSlam. I hope it's gonna be a match for the tag team championship. Rollins and Ambrose against Cesaro and Sheamus. Tozawa against Neville. I think Neville's going the championship. I hope it's gonna be to put Kalisto in 205 Live, and I think you should do a program with Neville. The Hardy Boys, I think will have The Miz. I see The Miz against Jason Jordan, Intercontinental Champion, but I think it's too early for Jason Jordan to be the challenger for the Intercontinental Champion. I think it's too early for maybe a later date. I think maybe a non-title match. Kurt Angle will be in Jason Jordan's corner, but I think it will be Intercontinental Championship match against. I think it'll be the Hardys against Gallows and Anderson, and the Revival in a triple threat match. Maybe for the challengers for the next pay-per-view for for the Raw brand. Nakamura, the New Days probably have a rematch against the Usos. That's gonna be a pretty good match. I don't know which of the New Day is gonna be against the Usos. It'll be Big E, Kofi Kingston, or Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. It's gonna be Rusev against Randy Orton. I think it'd be great. I think Randy Orton's go over. I think it's gonna be a very good match. Rusev, AJ Styles because Kevin Owens. With Shane McMahon. I hope Shane McMahon's gonna do. I think it's gonna be a great match. Shane McMahon's make a good part in the match. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens had matches. In PWG and Ring of Honor. And I think it'll pretty bring the house down. Probably a really good match. I don't know if Naomi's going against Natalia again. I don't know. I don't want to see Naomi against Lana. I don't think Lana's. I think Natalia should be against Naomi again. maybe put the towel on Natalia. I think Natalia kind of deserves and it'll be Mike Kanellis against Mike Bennett against Sami Zayn. Maybe it might be a kickoff show. I don't know what they're gonna do with 8 English. Simon Gotch is out. He got fired. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I don't know what they're gonna do with the Breezango thing. I think maybe we found out what happens to Fandango, who kidnapped Fandango. A lot of people thought it wasn't segments are terrible, but I think it's very entertaining for them. Pretty good match. Ring of Honor pay-per-view. It'll be in Newark, Massachusetts. It'll be TV app. Christopher Daniels versus Cody Rhodes. Tag team title with Young Bucks against the War Machine. Kadusha against Marty Scurll for the TV title. Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles. Bully Ray, the Briscoes against Dalton, Castle, and the Boys. Losing faction must have spanned Rebellion, All Not Long Express, Caprice Coleman, Shane Taylor versus Search and Destroy, the Motor City Machine Guns, Jay White and Jason Grimm, and a strap Heyman Page against Kazarian, Jay Lethal against Elias Young, the Kingdom against El Terrio, Ultimo Guerrero. I think this is old because Cody Rhodes is the champion now. Yeah, but the thing is, Enzo Amore was kicked off. Tour bus by Roman Reigns with top compensation in the latest episode, bringing on the table the New York. Nation basketball, the history of wrestlers beginning rooted for our tour buses, and concept behind Wrestlers Court. The history of this is called Wrestlers Courts to be admitted to conflicts. Undertaker was the judge. The question attorney either Godfather came with the ability that at times you converted court convictly and just threw them out of the locker room or did off buses. Miz is one of those, which is, by the way, not me giving credit for it because of storyline reasons. But we all had ring announcers, commentators, had time to turn out locker rooms in the past. Let's see. 6 and stuff. But it's pretty cool. Like, the NWA right now is really awesome right now. Ring of Honor is pretty much a great, having great matches. The champions. Okay. Champions. But, just remember, the wrestlers that are your home state wrestlers, the AIWF champion, they're like the WWF, New Japan, other big time wrestling company in the U.S. AIWF champion is Rodney Mack, who is a Louisiana native. He lives in Lafayette, from Lafayette. And NWA Women's Champion Jazz, she's Rodney Mack's wife. She's a Louisiana native. Support her, NWA. And NWA Wrestling Mike, who is the NWA. Let's see, NWA. Wrestling Mike is the North American heavyweight champion. That's not Leonid. Jeff Jarrett was the champion. Barry Williams was the champion. A lot of people was the champion. Jazz is a big time. A lot of famous. Mae Young was the champion. Flavins Billy was the Flavins Moolah was the champion. Come from the NWA Women's Champions way before the I think before the WWF Women's Champion, or WWF Women's Champion. Uh, and a Louisiana native before Mr. USA was champion, the junior heavyweight champion. It was John Saxton. What else? Let's see. Pretty good. Let's see. What was done? Well, you know, it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good like SummerSlam card. You know, Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns. I hope it's Rollins. You know, the Shield. You know, Ambrose and Rollins against Cesaro and Sheamus. Bailey against Alexa Bliss. Who else? Maybe an Intercontinental Championship. You know, Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle in his corner against The Miz. Let's see. I don't know. It's Samoa Joe in match against who? I don't know yet. I see. And for the SmackDown, you know, it's World Champion against Jinder Mahal against Nakamura. Really good. Japan, India. You know, the big markets and, you know, pretty much in the world. You know, great story. I think they should progress this storyline. The U.S. Championship, it's Kevin Owens against AJ Styles. Shane McMahon's the special referee. The New Day against the Usos, a rematch. Naomi against maybe Natalya. I'd like to see that match. Well, this is WrestleDown. You know, I hope you feel well, Billy. I hope it was a great show. You know, I was kind of a bit nervous, but I have my iPad. I'll see y'all later for next week. Peace out. I'm Mark the Smart. You know, represent Team Dog Pound. Oh. See you later, Team Dog Pound. Smoking love because Batmobile. Yep. All right. Bye-bye. Have a good time.